Good evening, and welcome to the 2020 I Have a Voice Virtual Gala. My name is Matt Sweeney, and I am the board president of GiGi's Quad Cities. Although we aren't able to physically get together, we thought it was important to get together as a virtual community. Tonight we still have the opportunity to reach all those who believe in GiGi's mission of changing the way the world views Down syndrome. I come here not only as the president of GiGi's Quad City, but also as the father of Lincoln. Our son Lincoln had a birth diagnosis of trisomy 21, also known as Down syndrome. As many of you went through, we went through a number of different emotions when we first got that diagnosis, but we came to the conclusion that we wanted to reach out and get the best resources so he would have the best life of all. And one of the first places we turned to was GiGi's Playhouse. And boy, are we glad that we did. Not only have we met amazing families, friends, volunteers, staff, but Lincoln's been able to really benefit from all the free programming that GiGi's has to offer. We're excited about this event. We hope you find it inspirational. We also hope that you view our online auction. If you haven't registered for that online auction at this point, there's still time to do so. Follow the link below. You can go to our Facebook page or our website, gigisplayhouse.org/quadcities. Tonight doesn't happen without our wonderful sponsors. The Isle of Capri, Modern Woodmen of America, United Healthcare, the Regional Development Authority, plus a ton of others. So please check out our website for a full list of sponsors and support them the way they're supporting us. Tonight we're encouraging you to share photos with us. We want this to be interactive. Show us what you're doing at your house, your gala dresses, maybe you're dressed up in your favorite team apparel. Send in those pictures so we can post those. The theme this year is a voice for all seasons. We want to celebrate your favorite season with you. So if you have photos to share with that, please send those in also. For those of you that have been part of the GiGi's family, you know that the magic happens with all of you. The participants, the families, the volunteers. And it's because of all of you, in 2019, GiGi's Playhouse Quad Cities was able to offer 3,000 hours of free, purposeful programming. This was made possible by 337 volunteers that gave their time of over 4,000 hours, along with our donors, sponsors, grantors, who ensured that these programs are free and that there's no barriers for achievement. At GiGi's Playhouse, our participants are encouraged to achieve their best of all each and every day. Through group therapeutic programming, to one-on-one literacy, math and speech sessions, and social emotional support, to families receiving a prenatal diagnosis all the way through adulthood, we are changing perceptions, breaking down barriers, and making the world a better place. So at this time, please join us for a glimpse inside the magic of GiGi's Playhouse.
Welcome to GiGi's Playhouse. Doesn't matter where you live or where you're from.
Here at GiGi's, there's no boundaries for services. Families come from anywhere, and we have families that they drive 45 minutes to come for programming.
They have provided a resource that we wouldn't have normally had to feel comfortable with her diagnosis of Down syndrome.
They welcome us like we have never not been a part of this organization.
Programs for kids, teens, adults like us.
Getting so much better on trying to explain his needs and wants to us. Teach him sign language. He actually is doing a really good job of learning signs right now.
She gets to come here and be around other children and play and socialize and interact. I think feels a little bit safer to her.
Outgoing personality really comes to light here when she gets to be around her peers. And it's every time she comes, it's like a brand new Amelia coming out of here.
We're very blessed to not have to pay anything for this because speech is very expensive.
It's the only place that we can get free programming for him, and it specializes with the Down syndrome population.
It's all funded by donations. There is no fee for the families that participate.
It makes our whole family feel like we're accepted and in a community where everyone comes together and celebrates all of our kids.
Definitely, I've learned a lot of ways to help her when she's at home.
All the people we meet that are traveling the same journey that we're traveling, they're experiencing the same obstacles, if you will, that we're experiencing now or are going to be experiencing.
They can come and have a great time and not worry about any of the outside world.
She was just Veda. She was not the girl with Down syndrome. She was a little girl, and she belonged.
So uplifting, and they're just God's gift to this world.
It just feels like there's such good energy around here. I leave every day feeling like I've made a big difference.
They can enjoy things together and be so outgoing and free of doing whatever they want to do without being made fun of.
You know, our motto is educate, inspire, and believe. And we want the community to be aware of our individuals and their abilities.
GiGi's Playhouse is really awesome. Hope you enjoyed that peek inside our local playhouse. My name is Kate, and I am a self-advocate that serves as a board member, and I enjoy attending Fantastic Friends when I can. My favorite part of GiGi's is everything, and also karaoke and being on the board, and it's fun for me. Now that you've seen a little about our local playhouse, I hope you enjoy this next video about how we are all part of the ripple effect.
I am proud of who I am. I am different from you. But guess what? Everyone is different from each other. When someone gets to know me, I hope they like me and accept me.
That's what GiGi's is about, trying to build that acceptance so all of us, every single one of us, is respected and accepted in our communities.
What I love about GiGi's is that it feels like a second home, and it's a place that, you know, no dream is too big.
I love the atmosphere and the positiveness that comes out of entering this building.
You feel like your family. Yeah, it has a great impact in a lot of my son and a lot of my family.
GiGi helps me and my friends achieve our goals and sends a message.
I feel so blessed to be able to be in GiGi's Playhouse and see the miracles and the milestones that are reached here every day. Because they're so much harder for our kids, they're celebrated. When we set out on a mission to change the way the world sees Down syndrome, I never really knew how we were going to do it. I looked at all of our programs were on one PowerPoint slide. Every volunteer who works with those individuals with Down syndrome are forever changed, and they walk out into the world spreading love and acceptance to everyone. That's what GiGi's ripple effect is all about. That's how we're going to change the world. That's how we are changing the world. I wanted to share that with everybody because I want you all to know you're changing the world. This isn't just about GiGi's Playhouse. This is about anybody who walks in our doors, anybody who fights for our kids.
Every day is a new experience, and he is teaching me more than I could ever teach him.
A friend of ours was in from California and was so taken
Oh my God, yeah.
by the camaraderie and everything that when she went back to California, she is now in the process of volunteering. At a GiGi's in California.
I think the way that we can be more accepting and generous and kind is by looking to people that inspire us. And I personally look to Violet. I learn kindness from her every single day, and I learn so much from coming here because there's a sense of bravery, and I think that that is just, you know, something that we could all learn from.
The programs here at GiGi's Playhouse, LMNOP, one-on-one speech and language therapy, literacy tutoring, math tutoring, they are really changing lives.
From prenatal diagnosis through career skills, we make a lifetime commitment to our families. And sometimes it looks like the kids are just having a lot of fun, but it's therapy disguised in fun. It's learning disguised in fun. Everything is educational and therapeutic, but they're having so much fun, they don't even realize that they're learning.
What surprised me most when I got to GiGi's was the toughness and the steely resolve that Nancy instilled in this place. The push and the desire and the drive to get the kids to learn as much as they can is the core of this place.
The harder our families are on their kids, the stronger they're going to be. And that's what GiGi's is about, is pushing those limits and really helping the families to understand what it's going to take to make their child succeed and thrive in the world.
My son has been part of GiGi's Playhouse ever since the time he was born. I would say the speech class, organized by GiGi's Playhouse really helped for me to understand his speech.
The more that we come here, the more we see is available. And Violet has become more involved in different things, and she's found interests that we didn't know she had and talents that we didn't know she had because of the programs here.
Violet started this fall being able to say no and express her opinion.
This kid is so personable now.
She's a rock star.
Yeah, she is. She is again. Hi, rock
Are
star.
you a rock star?
So sometimes when Sarah gets up in the morning, she's just full of energy. And when she starts talking, all of a sudden the words just start flowing out of her. And Grace and I will both look at her and go, "Oh my God, you're talking. You look great. Good talking. Good job. Great job, Sarah." And she'll just big ear-to-ear grin, and amazing how much she has benefited from the programs here at GiGi's.
In speech, I learned so many things. I'm working on the R's and TH sounds.
Farzine has been very involved in his one-on-one speech therapy.
I just graduated from GiGi Professional, and I'm so happy to get a certification.
They all want to learn. It's really rewarding and enlightening to watch them just fight and keep going is pretty cool. It's the small victories a lot of times that you don't even recognize.
He absolutely loves sign language. You can tell he is listening all the time. We could be talking and he's signing some of the words that we're saying, and LMNOP makes it just come alive. And
I love GiGi Fit. It makes us strong and healthy.
When a typical baby is born, they're checking out the world, seeing what's going down. When a child with Down syndrome is born, it's literally teaching its body how to suck, swallow, and breathe at the same time. Then it has to teach its body the mechanics of walking, talking, reading, everything that comes naturally to us, they have to teach their bodies to do because of that low muscle tone.
My name's Dylan. My brother's been coming here since he was a baby. He barely knew how to talk, and now he knows how to talk in his sentences.
Dylan has been a great support for his brother, and he has been a credible brother, to Nathan, that, in any way, in any things that, they do it together. I always say, you guys are twins, but they are not twins, but the way they work together is just amazing.
I like to bring my friends and family here to see what this place is made for and to show them what they're doing this whole time.
I have a sister with Down syndrome. Her name is Hope. She's like the same as all of us. Like, there's nothing really that different.
The only difference I see is that this is a population of people who love with all their heart, who forgive with all their heart, who give with all their heart. Everything we do here is free. All of these programs that are changing the lives for those individuals with Down syndrome. We're 99% volunteer run. That's free one-on-one tutoring in literacy and math, free speech therapy, physical therapy-based programs, getting them ready to keep up with the other kids in school, getting them ready for preschool. We're helping them learn to walk, to talk, to read, career programs for our adults. Everything we do at GiGi's is purposeful and progressive, and it's all free. 220,000 free program hours every year. This is our way of achieving our mission of global acceptance for all, taking it beyond Down syndrome and out into the greater world. Everyone needs to be respected and valued, and that's what Generation G is all about.
And Generation G, be accepting, be kind, and be generous.
Don't forget to be bidding on the amazing auction items too. We hope that everyone out there watching knows that you are part of the ripple effect. Together we are all making a difference. I'd now like to present to you the namesake of GiGi's Playhouse, Gianni.
Hello everyone, I am the GiGi of this Playhouse. Thank you all so much for coming to GiGi's Gala. Woohoo! Are you excited to be here? I know I am. Me and my mom work hard and travel to all the GiGi's Playhouses. I love to hold all of the babies. I have Down syndrome, And sometimes they make things a little harder for me. But that's not stop me pushing my goals every day. So at least helps me. So let me tell you, this year has been crazy. I'm serious. I went to New York 3 times to Ohio, twice Florida, twice Pennsylvania, Mexico, North Dakota, Wisconsin, California, Kentucky, Arizona, Indiana, Georgia, and North Carolina. I also sang the national anthem at the Cubs game. Did you see it? Did you? If you didn't, then Google it. Besides all that, I went to high school, and I was even in a school musical. I was a waitress named Betty Blue, and I worked for tips. But my favorite thing to do is hang my boyfriend Sam. He's so nice and hot. I'm living my best life. It's all thanks to you to put a Playhouse here. All the free programs. Judy's tell the world that we belong here. I belong here. I love you all so much. Now I want to introduce my mom, Nessie Gianni.
Thank you, Boo.
You're welcome, Mommy.
All right, woo, woo, woo! Welcome, GiGi's Playhouse Quad Cities, woohoo! We are so happy to have you here with us tonight. Gigi, I am so proud of you. Thank you for always representing and never giving up, no matter what the world throws your way. Did you know it takes an average of 70 muscle movements to say just one word? Now imagine her singing the national anthem like she did at the Cubs game. She was right. It was amazing. You're killing it, Gigi. Our country is in crisis, and I cannot begin to tell you how grateful I am that you are joining us all here tonight. Let's use our social distancing to come together tonight to help so many incredible people. GiGi's Playhouse facilitates 4,400 free therapeutic and educational programs each week across the country. Suspending programs at GiGi's Playhouse has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And then canceling every event was heartbreaking. 76% of our revenues come in March and April, and we canceled 38 of them. We are still working hard to serve our families, but we are going to need your help. We have to invest in virtual programming, virtual therapies, counseling, and support to our families. And we are committed more than ever, and we are going to get this done. Everything we do at GiGi's builds people up, whether we are building their minds, their self-esteem, or their muscles. There is a method to everything that we do, and we do it all for free. Every day, we are empowering people to reach their potential. Potential. That's what this is all about. All of us are this incredible gift, full of potential, just waiting to be unwrapped. You may find it naturally, or you may have to search for it. But don't think you don't have it. You were born with it. That is what we love to discover at GiGi's, everybody's potential, and let them soar. When people help and support each other, incredible things happen. I am living proof of that. Every GiGi's Playhouse location is founded by amazing people who want to change the world. And with the GiGi's replicable model, they are doing it every day. Every GiGi's Playhouse is built by communities and people like you, not government or state funding, but private believers like all of you. All right, here we go, GiGi's. Together, we are breaking down barriers, we are creating a national movement of acceptance, and we are changing the way the world sees Down syndrome. One child, one diagnosis, one community at a time. Tonight, we celebrate with 48 playhouses across the country and Mexico, but we are not stopping there. In the next year, we have 12 more playhouses opening, bringing us to a total of 60 playhouses across the country and in Mexico. 60 playhouses that send an international message of acceptance for all. 60 communities standing up to say, I can and will accept you as you are. 60 communities giving a voice to Down syndrome. Plus, we have hundreds of inquiries worldwide to utilize a replicable model and join the GiGi's Playhouse network. We are growing at a rate of 35% a year. 240 families join GiGi's every single month. The demand is there, and we do not want to let these families down. We provide over 230,000 free therapeutic and educational program hours a year. Being 99% volunteer run, providing free programs, and running at only 5% general admin costs is not easy, but we do it every day. Down syndrome is not a disease. There is no cure, and it is not going away. Remember, it is the largest chromosomal disability in our country, yet it is the least funded. The average age to have a child with Down syndrome is 28. Many of our families are first-time parents, and they need us. They need and deserve acceptance from day one. We empower our families and give them all the tools they need for their child to succeed and provide an amazing place for their family to learn and grow. This was another year of breaking records and breaking barriers. God has given us this platform for change, and we will not waste it. Though sometimes we have been pushed and challenged to our breaking point by people who think we don't belong in this world. We are so grateful to have all of you here tonight to help give us the courage and support that we need to keep fighting, because it's hard. There have been so many times when I've wanted to just give up. And then I remember that Gigi does not get to give up. She does not get to take a break from her diagnosis. No one does. People who are different don't get to shed that differentness at the end of the day. They struggle constantly for acceptance, and that is why I will never stop fighting for them. I remember walking into Starbucks to pick up Gigi and her boyfriend Sam, she told you about, on a date. There was a table of kids that they knew from school and I knew from school sitting next to them. I saw the one boy pick up his phone and sneak a picture of them from the side. He looked at his friend, and they both started laughing as they put a caption over it and sent it out. I know you are all thinking, not my kid. My child wouldn't do this, but this was a good student I knew as parents. Most of those kids are in Best Buddies, volunteering for Special Olympics, and this is what they're doing behind the scenes. It is the worst kind of bullying. The silent social media bully who thinks he is funny, but doesn't realize he is perpetuating hate and allowing others to do the same. Our kids are still targets, and I just don't get that. We have activists who are standing up for women, animals, different races, sexual orientations, but no one is protecting our kids with special needs. I don't understand it. Why are people not outraged by this? I am proud that our country is starting to stand up for people with differences and starting movements for change, but let's not just stand up for what is popular at the time. Let's stand up for what is right. Let's stand up for the people who have the most to teach us in this world. Every single one of us is one accident, one birth, one health crisis, one fall off of a bike away from being different or loving someone who's different. Differences do not discriminate, and they are seconds away, and they can happen to anyone at any time. Don't you want to live in a world that accepts us all? That is what Generation G is all about. Generation G is a conscious decision to be better every single day. Be generous, be kind, be accepting. That is it. Wake up in the morning, know you're going to be better. As you can see, GiGi's was built to empower and always bounce back. And we are fighting negativity with new partnerships and continuing to build our army of acceptance. Which brings me to our relationship with Microsoft and Clover Technologies. We are taking Down syndrome to the next level. We have two big projects that involve artificial intelligence and machine learning. We are working on creating a virtual coaching bot that will help our adults in the workplace. And we're also creating a fitness bot that will help bring the physical therapy-based Gigi Fit program into the homes of all of our families. This will be life-changing. I only wish we had them now while we're going through this crisis. Not only will this help the families, but the AI is going to collect valuable data on our individuals with Down syndrome and provide us with even more ways to be able to help them. This will all be life-changing for our population. We are partnering with NBA Cares and corporate America. We will not let the haters win, and we are so blessed to have believers like all of you here tonight. All of you who are here today are part of our army of believers, and we could not do this without you. We need you more than ever. GiGi's is, as is the rest of the world, in a place of uncertainty. And we don't know what's coming next, but what we do know is that our families still need our help. And we want to be there for them every step of the way. If we can ask you to volunteer, to donate, to introduce us to somebody, that's what it takes. You don't have to write a big check tonight. It'd be nice if you did, but you don't have to do that. Introduce us to somebody. Get our name out there. Be an advocate for Gigi and all of her friends. 17 years ago, I did not know that the birth of Gigi and the shocking diagnosis of Down syndrome was going to be a miracle. I was blindsided by her diagnosis and petrified. I was afraid for my future, my kids' future, my new baby's future, and I selfishly wondered why she wasn't perfect. Why did she have to be different? Why will she always have to fight for acceptance and friends? The bottom line is you want your child to be accepted. You just don't want life to be so hard for them. For anyone, you just want a little help. GiGi's was created to help individuals with Down syndrome and their families overcome the physical, emotional, and financial challenges of having special needs and to give that help. Every day, 17 new babies are born with Down syndrome. Thank you for helping us build a place of belief and hope for them and their families. A place for a pregnant mom who just found out her unborn child has Down syndrome. A place for a parent who just received the diagnosis of Down syndrome. A place for siblings to meet other siblings and know they will never be alone. A place for a child to learn to walk, to talk, to read. A place for an adult to learn career skills. A place for volunteers of all ages to learn and grow. A place for sharing, a place for caring, a place for learning. A place to show the world that we are here and we are proud. A place to call home. All right, now I want to throw it back to our peeps back in Quad Cities. Keep it going, guys. We're so proud of you. We are watching you serve all your families virtually. We're watching everything that you're doing every day of the week to keep your people informed, to keep up with the programming, and we're so proud of you. Party on, guys.
Thank you so much, Nancy and Gigi. GiGi's Playhouse was your vision, and here at the Quad Cities Playhouse, we're proud to carry out your mission and your vision of changing the way the world views Down syndrome. So thank you so much for your inspirational message. As many of you may or may not know, GiGi's Playhouse is 100% privately funded and 99% volunteer run, which is what makes tonight so important. We need your help to not only continue to change the views of the world, but to also offer that free, purposeful programming for our participants and their family. We all know the challenges we're facing ahead are unprecedented, but GiGi's is responding. With 48 playhouses and 12 startups all closing their doors, GiGi's Playhouse dug deep, and within 5 days, they began to start offering GiGi's at Home. GiGi's at Home offers both live and on-demand programming. Currently, we have a library of over 100 on-demand programs and 17 live weekly programs for all ages. This is the time when our families need us the most. We need to ensure that our amazing participants don't fall behind being out of school and out of those critical therapies. Distance can't keep us apart with a program like GiGi's at Home. Switching gears a little bit, you should now be seeing the premier auction items on the screen. Please keep bidding for those. The premier auction closes at 8, the silent auction closes at 9. So go ahead, keep bidding, and follow the link on the screen. Lastly, we're asking that if you can, if you have the means, please consider donating to our mission. No donation is too big, too small, and really every dollar counts. So at this point, we'd like to take a moment to share what your donations make possible.
Your $5,000 donation can help provide free speech and language therapy through the GiGi's Amina Grace Speech and Language Program for up to 15 students. Speech and communication is often one of the biggest challenges for our friends and loved ones with Down syndrome. $5,000 to help boost communication skills and open opportunities. For just $2,000, you can help support our free purposeful group programs. Individuals of all ages participate in a variety of programs that focus on the unique challenges that Down syndrome brings. With your $2,000 donation, we can build futures for participants of all ages. $1,000 provides free literacy and math tutoring. Did you know that the GiGi's literacy program begins as early as age 3? Our young learners are starting school ready for success because of this vital program. These free tutoring programs are also teaching adults to read. Imagine the pride and independence when our adult participants are able to read menus and movie and song titles. Just $1,000 for educational programming tailored to the way individuals with Down syndrome learn best. $500 helps us promote acceptance. Help us promote our Generation G campaign throughout our community. We are changing lives beginning with our elementary schools and into our high schools by building Generation G clubs. We've come a long way, but have a long way to go on the journey to global acceptance. Just $500 to be Generation G. Be accepting, be generous, be kind. Our $321 donation represents the 3 copies of the 21st chromosome that defines Down syndrome. Did you know that the recently released CARES Act allows for up to $300 in charitable contributions to be an above-the-line deduction? That means you don't have to itemize to claim the deduction. That's $100 for each of these beautiful ladies. A $300 donation plus the extra $21 to represent the extra chromosome will help us onboard and train our amazing volunteers who give their time and their hearts to ensure GiGi's Playhouse programs remain free. To make this symbolic and impactful donation, simply select the $321 donation icon on your OneCause app on your computer or mobile device at the link shown here. $100. Just $100 provides celebration packets to families welcoming a new baby with Down syndrome. $100 to provide hope and comfort to ease fears and let these parents know they are not alone in their journey. Last but not least, we ask that if you are able, to consider a donation of $21, which represents the 21st chromosome. For you, maybe this represents the 4 Starbucks that you haven't been buying each week on your commute to work. To GiGi's Playhouse, your $21 means the world. Your $21 helps a participant learn to read or count, learn sign language, or jump. It helps us support our generous volunteers. It helps us spread kindness in our community. It helps us change the world and create bright futures. Every $21 donation made in the next 21 hours will be eligible to win a gift certificate worth over $200 for airfare from the Quad Cities International Airport. We know you can't wait to fly away. Donate today. We're calling this the paddle drop, the last chance to donate. Additional details can be seen on package number 21. Thank you all for your incredible generosity. Our platform will remain open to accept donations. Thank you to all whose names are listed here in our comments. We couldn't do this without you. We are GiGi's Playhouse and we are stronger together.
Hey everyone, Pam Lynch, site director here at GiGi's Playhouse Quad Cities, telling you to grab another glass of wine, champagne, beer, water, apple juice, whatever it is that you're sipping on there at home, and make yourself comfortable. We're about 3/4 of the way through our presentation, so we're almost there. Thank you, Matt and Kate, for giving us a little bit of an insight into what GiGi's means to you. Thank you, Nancy and Gigi, for the message from afar. Your messages are always inspirational and motivational and give us that little kick in the seat to keep us moving forward. So thank you for that. And thank you again for everyone out there tuning in, whether it's from your couch, your bed, your dining room table, your kitchen counter. Tuning in remotely from home tells us you believe in our message. You believe in our mission. You want to see a change in the way the world views Down syndrome. You believe in our purposeful programs that we're offering. Of course, we would rather be with you in a big room, drinking some drinks, getting ready to cut up the dance floor. But in times like these, this is what we have to do. So thank you for tuning in from home. Thank you to everyone who has donated auction items and bid on auction items, and for those generous donations coming in through the Fund a Need campaign tonight. Those donations are what ensure that our programs remain free for families each and every day, even if they are being held virtually right now. So thank you. If you did donate during the Fund a Need campaign here a few minutes ago, do me one more favor. I know, just one more thing. Grab a marker and draw a G on your hand. I want you to be proud of yourself. You made a donation to make a difference. Take a photo, selfie, a group shot of you and the kids, you and the hubby, you and the dog, whoever's there with you. Take a picture. Drop it in the comment section. We're going to be giving away some prizes for those pictures that you submitted earlier that Matt asked for. It's not too late if you haven't done that yet. And then some prizes also for some random winners who share those Generation G pictures also. But don't stop there. Share those pictures on your own social media pages. Be proud. Say, I am part of the Generation G campaign. I made a donation to a great cause tonight. I am generous, accepting, and kind. Won't you be too? Share that message, because give your friends and family and neighbors the opportunity to support a cause that's obviously important to you, or you wouldn't be here tonight. So do that for us. I am really here to present to you, or introduce to you, Amy. She's the 2019 Volunteer of the Year Award winner, and she is here tonight to present some awards. The award part of each and every gala is probably my favorite part of the night, because it gives us a chance to give some recognition, appreciation, and some love to some outstanding volunteers, community members, and participants. Amy is here to talk about those nominations and present those awards. If you'd like some additional information about why those individuals were nominated, please check out our blog, because there is an article there that talks a little bit more about that. With all of that said, thanks again for tuning in. We sure hope to see you really soon. And here's Amy.
Hello everyone. I am honored to be able to present these awards. I am not only a volunteer here at GiGi's, my family has been impacted by GiGi's in so many ways, and we think of all of the families as part of our own family. I am here to announce the following awards: Volunteer of the Year, Participant of the Year, and the Generation G Award. The Volunteer of the Year Award nominations go to Jen Parsons, Brian Lynch, Carson and Jim Paulsgrove. And the award for Volunteer of the Year goes to Jen Parsons. Jen is a former staff member turned board member and volunteer. She has personally logged over 200 hours of volunteer time in the past year. She had a huge part in bringing the Amina Grace Speech and Language program to the Quad Cities Playhouse, but also in the development of the program. Thank you, Jen. Our Participant of the Year nominations are Mila J., Luke F., and Abby C. And our Participant of the Year goes to Mila. Mila attends and participates in as many programs as she possibly can. She has logged close to 150 hours of participation in the past year. We can't wait for things to return to normal so we can see her in person, but we will tell you she has been taking part in and enjoying the virtual programming that Matt mentioned earlier. Our Generation G nominations go to the Tagon family, Coleman family, Smith family, and Nicole Willits. And the Generation G award goes to the Tagon family. This past year, the family experienced a personal tragedy, and in that tragedy, they still thought about GiGi's by continuing to help with and attend the superhero run. They also chose to memorialize their loved one by donating the memorial funds to GiGi's to help launch the all-new GiGi Fit program that is being led by their daughter. Thank you, Tagon family, for all that you do. I wish I could hand you these awards in person, but this is a good excuse for you to stop by the Playhouse once it's safe to do so. By then, we'll all need some hugs and high fives. Congratulations to all of our award winners, and a huge thank you to them and all that were nominated too. I and all of our friends here at GiGi's Playhouse also thank all of you for watching. We thank you for volunteering, donating, and for being a part of this amazing journey.
Okay, I think we're wrapping up. Thank you all for coming to the gala tonight and being part of our community. It's all of you truly making a difference, not just in the Quad Cities, but around the world. So a big thank you. Before you leave, just a quick reminder, the premiere auction is going to be closing at 8. The silent auction is going to be closing at 9. You still have until 8:30 Central Time to buy raffle tickets, so please continue buying those. And then join us on Facebook live at 9 o'clock for a drawing to see if you're the big winner. Our online platform is going to remain open to donations even after the auction. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. We truly appreciate it. We miss seeing all your faces at the Playhouse. We cannot wait until we can open again and see everyone. But until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Cheers.
Say thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the GG's. I love you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we say thank you?
Thank you. Thank you.
I have a voice, simple and clear. It speaks the truth for all to hear. It gives me hope. It gives me faith. It lifts me up. It keeps me safe. I have a voice. It's mine alone. It comforts me. It is my own. Although it's small, I'm not afraid, for I am strong and its embrace. No one can say what I have seen or understand where I have been, for what I found inside myself belongs to me and no one else. If I were blind and had no eyes to see, still I would hear that voice inside of me. I wish that you could hear it too. I have a voice, simple and clear. It speaks the truth for all to hear. It gives me hope. It gives me faith. I have a voice that keeps me safe. No one can say what I have seen or understand where I have been, for what I found inside myself belongs to me and no one else. If I were blind and had no eyes to see, still I would hear that voice inside of me. I wish that you could hear it too. I have a voice. It's mine alone. It comforts me. It is my own. I know it's small, but it is strong. I have a voice. It is my song.
My playhouse is closing, but don't worry, I'm doing my dance party here.
Autumn breeze, blue skies and golden leaves, and I'll drive all day with not a care in the world. Amber eyes, you're giving me butterflies, so I'll drive all day with not a care in the world. 'Cause with you by my side, I gotta ride or die. We'll be rebels, you and me, sailing towards the sun like we're shot from guns, living